Hello, citizens of the internet and occupants of the World Wide Web. I'm Brian Crawford here at BLC Video, and this is 5 Minutes Football, the football prediction show where everything's made up and the results don't matter. Today, it is a Monday night NFC matchup. The Lions from Detroit Rock City against the team all those Broncos and Panthers bandwagon jumpers have flocked to, the Dallas Cowboys. Can lazy millennials Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott lead the boys to another victory? Well, looks like that question is going to be asked of the Cowboys defense first. We jump into this one just 2 minutes in, and Detroit is driving. Matty Ice 2.0 is going to find Golden Tate III for 17 yards. Very next play, he finds Marvin Jones Jr. for 27. Again, very next play, Stafford would look right, and he's going to find Marvin Jones Jr. one more time, this time for the 16-yard touchdown, and Jason Garrett is stuck on the sidelines, making sure his defense understands what the term defend means. And apparently the talk worked, at least for Orlando Scandrick, coming up with the big pick to set up Dak and Dez to do some damage. But seconds later, Tavon Wilson Sr. wants to get on the action too, so the ball goes back to the Lions. And given the shit show this turned into, the Lions figure, listen, let's run it instead. Theo Riddick, he's going to do it, start things off, finding the corner and going for 19. Then he'd get it again. Oh, Jesus, fuck it. Come on, dude. A straight up rugby scrum when it's two after the fumble with 21 guys going after it except for this broken soul here. Lions would recover and get a field goal chance, but miss it. Good God, what is happening? The Cowboys would get a field goal late in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, they would finally get the offense churning. Dak Prescott's going to look over the middle and find Cole Beasley for 31 yards downfield. However, despite the field position, they would have to settle again for 3 to make it 7-6. Then, just before the half,
and he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
After the terrible punt, the Lions would have great field position, and they would get a completion for 11 yards out to the right, setting them up even better. However, Prater would have to end the half by actually making a field goal. Lions head into the break up 10-6. We start the second half with the Cowboys driving and a 31-yard completion to Gavin Escobar to get the Cowboys for sure in touchdown range, right guys? All right, I'm just kidding. They would settle for yet another field goal, perpetually down by 1 point. However, late in the third quarter, things would get even nastier for the dudes in Dallas as Stafford would glide one over the top on 3rd and 10 to his favorite target of the game, Marvin Jones Jr., for a 95-fucking-yard touchdown pass, and the Lions bench is loving it. Just minutes later, the Lions would get it back after a 3-and-out and would continue to pick apart the Cowboys' defense. Matty Ice 2.0 with completion after completion after completion after completion would set them up on the 11-yard line for this 11-yard touchdown pass to Golden Tate III to all but put it away for Detroit. Jason Garrett's trying to do the math on how many points they would have if they could just find the fucking end zone every once in a while. Meanwhile, Dak Prescott wants to just go out and find it. Screw the math. Instead, though, he's going to find Asa Jackson, the Lions, who's going to bring it back 22 yards, and that return is going to give the Lions perfect field position for some bullshit like this. Matty Ice looking over to the left, a blown tackle, and then a missed one. They're going to release Eric Ebron for a 23-yard touchdown to put the visitors up 31-9, and the Detroit bench hoping that's enough, while Dak and the boys hoping they can make some magic happen in the closing minutes. And I gotta tell you, they kind of do. Driving downfield like they actually know what the fuck they're doing, Dak would find Witten for 9 yards. Then on some weird tip drill off the helmet shit, they'd get a completion to Dez Bryant for the first down. The clock is ticking though. 1:57 left as Prescott finds Terrence Williams for 9. Then looking right, he'd find Zeke for 10 and the first down. 1:14 left now, and Dak would find Beasley for 12. Setting up this touchdown run from the 9-yard line as Prescott decides, I'm just gonna do it myself. Cowboys would go for 2. But not completed. After that, Coach Garrett wondering to no avail if there could be a fifth quarter added since his team kind of just now decided to show up. Since there's not going to be a fifth quarter, they'd execute the worst onside kick attempt I've ever seen, giving the Lions a chance to run it up with a kick from Matt Prater, who, with the miss, would show that even with the 31-15 win, the Lions, well, they still kind of suck. So that's week 16 of 5 Minutes Football. The Lions, hoping the woefully inaccurate Madden simulator will do them good this week so they can make it to the playoffs, as them and the Packers are the only two whose current postseason situation is still in danger, while the Cowboys are probably just planning on what they're going to be doing with their week off. And ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to let me know in the comments how much of an uber noob I am for losing to the Lions, even though I didn't actually play, and make sure to subscribe to catch all my terrible jokes and commentary for the upcoming playoffs. And also, I legitimately hope everybody had a great holiday and has a great new year. You filthy animals. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.